This weekend, They Will Kill You is bringing the fear to theaters in a big way, and the cast promises it's not your typical horror ride. I've seen it, and I'm also telling you it is not what you think it is. Make sure you put it on your must-watch list. There are so many twists and turns, from eerie moments on set to what will actually haunt audiences most. I sat down with the cast to get all the details. New York City, a skyline of towering high-rises and influential residents, is home to the Virgil, a seemingly luxurious building that hides a deadly secret at the center of a satanic cult.
Hi, I'm the new maid.
In a desperate effort to find her sister, Asia answers a help-wanted ad for a housekeeping job, unaware that the building she's going into is linked to a string of mysterious disappearances.
She's willing to sacrifice herself and her well-being in order to reconnect, in order to face her own personal demons. And I think, you know, Asia is a character who's willing to do that, and perhaps other characters are hiding from their demons and unable to then access also what like true relational love can be.
This building is a temple to Satan. Each month we must pay with a human sacrifice. Tonight, you are the offering.
This movie doesn't just explore deeper themes. It delivers a wild genre mashup, blending action, comedy, and horror into one chaotic, high-energy experience.
We're gonna break every single rule and start it like in one way, and then surprise audience and make it funny, and then make it sad and like dramatic, and then funny again. And just like I try to create this emotional roller coaster that will surprise and excite.
And you really did, because at the beginning I was like this, like holding myself like this, and I was like, okay, it's getting funny. Like there's those moments of comedy. Now tell me, because I can't help, even though it is funny, it feels like there's an almost underlying message when it comes to this film about power and class. And so what conversations were you hoping to spark after people leave the theater?
You know, that's like kind of, the movie is done. It's your now dialogue with it. I don't want to.
There's the social commentary on like the rich versus the poor.
Manipulation from those in power and how power can corrupt, particularly when you exist in a bubble.
Very rich, powerful people who can get away with abusing other people.
It's how people with power and influence and money abuse others who don't have it.
There's also this story of love and bond and sisterhood.
There are two sisters that basically represents two different ways with dealing, and it's very hard to win in this situation.
What are you willing to sacrifice to feed your own greed, or what are you willing to sacrifice to save someone you love?
Making decisions that an earlier self might not have.
It's hopeful. It does feel like maybe you can change the system no matter how corrupt it is.
Our offering is on the loose. Be on the lookout. I just dropped her picture in the group chat.
There's even an unexpected extra character in the movie. One of Heather Graham's own body parts comes to life, becoming a character of its own.
After seeing the film, I literally was dreaming about that little eyeball rolling around. What is it like?
Did you get the eyeball?
I did.
I'm the only one who didn't get an eyeball.
Okay, but what is it really like?
Okay, yeah.
Because you have a keychain that's technically your eyeball
No, this is my
rolling
eyeball.
around.
It's my
Everybody's
eyeball.
got it on their keys
I
now.
know, it's funny.
What was the moment when you saw it kind of come together and this eyeball almost take a life of its own?
Kirill's brain came up with this crazy eyeball, and there's almost moments in the movie where people are rooting for the eyeball.
Literally. No, literally. As soon as it got squished, I was like,
Everyone's like, oh.
And then it's so tenacious. It's like really like you're amazed by what this eyeball can do.
Where did you learn how to fight like that?
Prison.
Stay safe out there, because They Will Kill You is in theaters this weekend.